There you go.
Okay. Oh, that just happened. Don't leave it.
You sure? Okay.
All right, so, you know, I use this for my water, and I usually fill that up, but we're gonna go ahead and cleanse, so I just turn that upside down, and I take my foaming cleanser, and I do like a little pump in there or two.
Okay.
And then I pre-cut these little squares. So this is just paper towel, and I just like to have them pre-cut for me. I mean, you can do it as the appointments go, but we'll go ahead and just leave a little pile out. And I'm gonna go ahead and take this paper towel, and use this little brush, and I'm gonna cleanse her lashes first. So I'm gonna pull her lid back, put this paper towel behind it, and I'm going to really get in there and clean. Lauren, have you worn any makeup on your lashes?
No,
Not really. Not even at the wedding?
At the wedding, not on my lashes. No,
Okay.
I don't use
Look
that
at you.
or anything.
Can't wait to see those pictures. So basically, you want to really get in there and clean around in between the lashes and stuff. And then I'm also getting a little bit on her lash line. I'm not really excessively using the cleanser on her eyelid. I know that I've studied all the ingredients in these cleansers, and they can be a little irritating.
Okay.
So most people will say they aren't, but a couple people will say they are. So I'm always a big fan of, you know, not creating any additional irritation for the client. But I'm not going to be very gentle. See how I'm not being gentle with these? And this is 2 weeks ago that she had her lashes done, and they're not even popping out. So this is why I'm a big fan of like using these brushes and doing the water scrubs, because you're testing how strong her lashes are. Her lashes were really clean. I have no residue coming out. If I saw black residue coming out or anything, I might do that again.
Okay.
But we're done. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip my little water dish over. I'm gonna stop. No. Okay. I'm going to just fill this up about halfway with water.
So it's just water.
This is just filtered water.
Okay.
And so I used to use like a drinking water bottle, but it was, you know, not as cute. So I got myself a clear glass, and we just refill these with filtered water. And then we also put all of these things in barbicide. So the dish, the tweezers, this brush. This brush is acrylic, a stainless steel. So now I rinse. So I'm rinsing, but in the same way, really. And this is also what I do. So the cleansing I only do at the beginning of the appointment. She's cleansed, and then the water scrub I do about every 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay, what is that for?
And I'll show you. So what it's for, first of all, right now I'm doing it to rinse her lashes of the cleanser, first of all. And because we don't really want a bunch of residue. And then what happens is I take what's called a water break about every 15 minutes through the appointment. And what that does is not only does it start to cure the lashes so that the bonds are stronger. See how nothing even popped out? So now this is exactly the routine. So I start with water and I scrub it with the brush. Then I come in with my dry brush and I'm testing the bonds. Like I'm hoping that anything loose is just gonna pop off right now. Usually this feels good. I mean, as a client, I enjoy this, and most of clients agree. They like this because it actually stimulates the hair follicles. A lot of people aren't touching their lashes because they're afraid that they're, you know, going to affect them. So this is actually like a little hair follicle massage. So, yay, I finally got one. And and you know, you can see that there is
no hair attached.
No, there is, and that's okay.
Is.
That's a lash that shed. She didn't feel it. If I pulled her lash out, she would feel it. So that was just a lash that was ready to shed. So I brush them, I pull them back, because what I'm looking for is for anything that's lifting from the base, because that to me is an indicator right away that it needs to come off. I don't want any lashes lifting from the base. And nothing, some of these are grown out, but they're not lifting, so that's good. So I did my water scrub, I did my dry brush, I did my check. The other thing that you're checking, is that no lashes are stuck to the iPad. And also, you want to this is your opportunity to check the iPads. Like, are they going into her eye at all, or are they positioned right? And are any bottom lashes popping up?
Because, a couple are, right?
Right, perfect. So yes, this is an opportunity to apply another piece of tape to make sure that those lashes don't get adhered accidentally. So basically and there's another one there, so let's go ahead and do another one. So even the water break itself is quite the event, but once you get used to it, it just becomes second nature to you. Also, look, I see that a couple lashes are stuck under the tape here. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop those out because we don't wanna miss lashing any possible inner corners there. So now, I water scrubbed, I dry brushed, I checked for lifting bases, I checked that it's not stuck, I checked on the iPads. The last thing and an important part of this whole break is really doing an assessment now. So I'm gonna brush them and now I'm gonna take into consideration where I need to work the most to make sure she's even, because she should be even at any minute. Any minute that she has to get up and walk out of this appointment.
So you work on both sides.
Well, you can go back and forth, but if she walked in, like right now, in my opinion, it's not super obvious, but she's coming in, she had her lashes done 2 weeks ago. Natural shedding is a random thing, and some clients have more lashes on one side than the other. To me, it looks like she has more lashes on the right now than she does on the left. There's a few, to me, she could use a couple more on this side to make this side even. So if I just were to go back and forth, she would still have more on this side.
So you're gonna start there?
Not necessarily start there, just want you to know that you might do one here and then you might do two over here, but you still want to work, you don't want to work right next to each other. You want to do maybe a lash on the outer corner and then one on the inner corner, and now you're just...
Because I see a lot that they do it all, they start, huh?
Yeah, some people learn or teach how to do it and they go from one side to the other.
But I would think that it would get stuck, right?
The reason why I don't like that is because my biggest pet peeve about that is if she had an emergency and had to get up, she might just have one eyelash, and that's like, oh my gosh, she would be so embarrassed. Number two, that you do increase the chances of lashes sticking together, especially if you're like lashing the direct next door neighbor. Even when you're, really an experienced lash artist, you're still moving lashes around. So to me, I'm not a fan of working right next door to each other. I might go here, then here, and then I might go here. And the goal is to work in as small of a box as possible. So you want to not be, taking up too much room. You want to be working really small.
Okay.
So that is the cleanse and the water scrub. And then you and I will continue on our one-on-one. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. And I will see your questions in a bit. Hope you're having a great day.